only Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world, the fighters. This is just one of those things.
Time for our tail of the tape. Eric El Terrible Morales. Here comes Eric El Terrible Morales. They don't come any tougher than this guy. Fighting out of Tijuana, Mexico. The first Mexican-born boxer in history to win world titles in 4 different weight classes. King Rye, Ryan Garcia, one of the brightest stars in all.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds.
These two have certainly talked the talk. Now they've got to walk the walk.
All what's left is for the first belt.
These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. They both want a highlight reel knockout. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter because the expectation from the fans of the people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything can break a man or make a man.
Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong. And Eric Morales goes down. Imagine seeing this punch coming and not being able to do anything about it.
That's love.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Well, they're back up, Johnny, but now what do they do to get back into this fight?
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Blocks the jab. It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Talk about Morales in that last round. There's the bell for round 2. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. And he scores with the counter. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's not a match made in heaven.
Nice defense, avoiding the right uppercut. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Does well to block that left jab. Catch and shoot. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talking about Morales in that last round. Folks, no see. Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice stop, but that won't score. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. A very competitive round here so far.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Got out of the way, that right hook. It's bombs away. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Morales in that last round. Talk about a one-sided. There's the bell to start round 4. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Oh, and it's flashing lights for the flash here. He's got to get out of trouble. How did they not go down?
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. It just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round. Hold that thought! If this wasn't in the game, could see it in their eyes. They saw that punch coming, and there was nothing they could do.
I need to see.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are you okay?
Showing a lot of heart to beat the count there.
Gotta waste time. Get step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then gotta par you. Walk around the ring. You've just gotta make them.
So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Talk about Morales in that last round. Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not gonna happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
Erik Morales is dazed. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What did they do? What did they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Lucky that hook didn't score. Well done with that counter shot. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
The stamina is off the charts. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds. Hold it right there. And Morales, he's rocked. We've seen him get out of this kind of trouble before, but he's got his work cut out for him. Talking about Morales in that last round. This is the beginning of round 6, so the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
That hook won't score. Well, Johnny, you know, in the lightweight division, they've got fast hands, so get ready to see some lightning.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to outthink him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
Punch, counter punch. When you watch lightweights, you expect high-level footwork and hand speed, and that's what we're getting here this afternoon. Miss with that jab. Just misses right uppercut. Here we go with these two lightning-quick lightweights.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Right now, the Flash is seeing flashes after that shot. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talking about Morales in that last round. Here we go, it's round 7. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Right uppercut can't find a home. Nice counter. Nice work to avoid the left uppercut. The only fear you have with this fighter is has he punched himself out? You've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
When you have a fighter that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
can tell who's stronger and who's faster. And he blocks the left uppercut. Blistering hand speed from both of these outstanding lightweights.
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to...
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talking about Morales in that last round. How much cardio was put in for this fight? It may come down to that.
You cannot gas out if you prepared.
And we enter the 8th round. That 1-minute break surely wasn't enough for him to completely recover.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Incredible work rate. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
But you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before...
Wow, that impact was incredible. Let's take another look at it.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You still want to fight?
Well, they're back up now, but they've got to be cautious. Cannot afford to trade back now, can they, Johnny?
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. Well, it's go back to the drawing board time, a unanimous decision victory.
This is the last thing.
No, but thank you anyway. Getting your sister something? You getting your sister something? Yes, you do. You was about to exactly what I want.
Victory all in my eyes. Enemies only can see my demise. Envision my downfall, it's not in my view. I only look up, I will not be subdued. Can never submit, position is grip. The mission persists like it's built out of bricks. In the gym I commit, knocking shit out of shit. Hit equipment till I lose the feel in my fists. Precision my gift. Decisions are swift. At home in the ring, it's like I live in this beat. And I'm undisputed. So undisputed. Yeah. Pound for pound. 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 What feel like the night of the fight? Feels like the fight of my life. Lighting my fire, can't even remember which finger is injured or what tired is like. Train through the pain, flipping them tires. Barbells was lifting them skyward and higher. I ran through the rain, work till I'm drained. Put on headphones and do it all over again. Chains clang from hitting the bag. Throwing tryna fold it in half.